the joke just writes itself. But let's see here. Benvenuti nella giungla dei graffiti. Questo è Impastore Rockstar, il podcast di Gihareh. Sono il tuo capo, io sono Chief Gihareh. Julius Caesar K. Rowe. Oh man. Let's do the bucket. Let's do the shy glass. Let's do just to name a few. But, well, there were two things, right? One, it took me a little minute to whatchamacallit to catch up on. What are we doing, bro? Let me see. What's the question? I don't know what the fuck the question. Oh, fuck that. Fuck, unhinged right now. The podcast, man. The podcast, man. And then... there were only two things that kind of like repeated. And one was the DC Young Fly thing. One was the DC Young Fly. And oh, we gotta go back. How far we gotta go back? Oh, nah. What other drawing at? Nope, nope, nope. This one. Okay. So, okay, I'm trying to make sure everything is... Bro, this is something to like really do. You gotta be, like, the progress to get to this point, and then just, you know, just so you know those subtle habits. So, yeah, all right, I think we're good. Maybe I should do the intro one more time now, just officially, right? Let me get my shit. Let me get my sunglasses. Ain't no sun outside. It's just a habit. All right. Welcome to the Graffiti Jungle. Paolo Pulingue. Benvenuti nella giungla dei graffiti. Questo è Impastore Rockstar, a podcast di Gihareh. Sono il tuo capo, io sono Chief Gihareh K. Rowe. Yeah, that was the first one. Then it used to be Benvenuti nella giungla dei graffiti. Questo è pensieri tangenziali. It used to be pensieri tangenziali. Bro, it's Sunday already. Bro, it's Sunday. Another week down, another week begins. Bro, it's Sunday. But, oh, there were two things. The first one was, like, I saw it a couple times, and I'm like, okay, that's a low-key kind of sort of a thing. And this was, now, the one thing about this was the fact that this is like kind of also one of the first times where it was on in the wonderful world of threads, and it was up on here. So when I got to I saw it a couple of times on Threads. I'm like, okay, the DC Young Fly Rick Ross thing. And then I'm not sure if I had posted already about it or whatever. But then I got back on YouTube and it was like DC Young Fly response. So that was the thing. Then the other one, I wasn't sure. Like I didn't understand what was going on with this. So I just got hit with a claim, but whatever. It was Nicki Minaj on the late night, what? The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. So I saw a clip. That's the first thing I saw, right? I saw a clip with Nicki Minaj on the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. And since we're talking about Nicki, it's only fair because she been tweeting. So I saw that clip. I thought it was a cool clip. Clearly, it's a throwback or whatever, right? But then I started seeing other stuff about the Colbert Show. So apparently, the Colbert Show is getting canceled. Like that, it's a thing. Apparently, the Colbert Show is no longer about to be on air. None of this stuff, right? So it's why? What happened? What's going on? You know, like there are like certain like staples of like whether you watch Saturday Night Live, Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel, any of them, like doesn't matter who you watch, whatever you watch, right? And then it's like, oh man, that's going away. Like those are like the Colbert Show is something I've never watched fully like the Colbert Show, but it's like I know of it, so it's like, well, why are you taking it down? What's going on? It's been some years. It's been up there for a while. So apparently so CBS, right? CBS is, Colbert Show is on CBS. But from what I could gather, they have a company bigger than them, and that's Paramount. And apparently, Paramount, you know, paid some funds to, I need a meme for you raggedy bitch. I need a meme for Trump, bro. I don't got a meme for Trump. Anyway, they got a, whatchamacallit, Paramount paid, you know what I'm saying, some money to the POTUS. Oh, that now reminds me. Singing the name Logan reminds me of something. I'm gonna come back to that. Stay focused. So, but Colbert said that. He mentions that or says like, yo, like, blah, 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 woody woo. They done just said that third, but I don't know what they got going on. I don't know what Paramount, Trump, I don't know nothing about none of that. None of that. I don't give a fuck. Ballistic. She went ballistic. Okay. If you don't know what the fuck that shit, bro, I gotta post that. Anyway. Yeah, that was the thing. And so the Colbert Show is no longer about to be on air. So I just thought it was kind of cool. Like the Nicki Minaj making up the whole little beatbox genre. Like, it was on the beatbox. She was like, so Colbert, he said, you know, these are the list of men that you said, you know, don't have a chance with you, that you know, wouldn't date. And he was like Drake, Meek Mills, 50 Cent, DJ Khaled. And so he was like, but I don't see my name up there. So he was like, how would you, you know, tell me of that? You know what I'm saying? She was like, she said something about, I'm trying to see if I can just remember what she said. She said, hold on. I don't know what she said, but she said something about effing with Stephen Colbert after the show. He gonna come back to work tomorrow with a magical glow. And she was like, Stephen, I wasn't finished. He was like, okay. She said something about Stephen Colbert, just make sure you call her, before you stop and stare, make sure you call her Nicki Colbert, something like that. She said something along those lines to that effect. I just posted that so you could see it. So that was one thing, right? Anyway, I just thought it was like, yeah, in remembrance of the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Post that, right? Posted that, boom. But in other news, so Logan, right? That is the guy from Wolverine. And, okay, so I don't know how other people feel about this, but I don't know. Okay, how do you say this? Mortal Kombat. Okay, let's just start there. It's a new Mortal Kombat movie coming out, Mortal Kombat 2. Now, if Mortal Kombat 2 is coming out, they're like, so sometimes with like older movies or games, it'd be like, okay, it would be nice to see this game, this movie, whatever, with like better graphics. As an aside note, apparently there was like graphics peaked on games, but they was at this zone where it was like something about a number of triangles, and now it doesn't matter if there's 6,000 triangles or 60,000 triangles. You're not really gonna be able to tell the visual difference. Anyway, they said it was something about that, about peak gaming visuals or whatever. But new Mortal Kombat movie, Mortal Kombat 2. So apparently, what I'm not liking about it is the corniness. I'm not fucking with the corniness, like the humor, the joke. Anyway, but so these are why it leads to a divergence in a couple of things just for conversation. So it's, first of all, Johnny Cage. So I'm not good with all like these different actors and whatnot, but there was like, it's this person as this, as this, as this. I think, and if my memory serves me correctly, the comment was basically like, is this person as Wolverine, as Johnny Cage, as such and such, as Logan, as so, it was something like that. So I'm not sure if that's the actual thing or whatever. The only thing that actually like they did pull off, well, this is from the trailer. The only thing that they did pull off well was the whole. There was a line, and he was like, he said something about like some type of, I don't know what it was, but he was like, nah, I'm just handsome. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm Johnny Cage. I'm just handsome. You know what I'm saying? That was like the only thing, like when it comes like the superhero humor and whatnot, that was the only thing I was like, all right. And then, you know, one of the things was, get over here. Like, so niggas was like, chills. They was like, you understand, that's an emotion. That's not a line, that's an emotion, that's a thing, that's a, do whatever, like, get over here. There's like, when that shit happens in the movie theaters, it's gonna be a whole fucking eruption. Pause, if I need to say that, but like a volcano, like, it's gonna be like, get over, like, niggas is gonna be waiting for that shit, right? So, I'm not liking the corniness, I'm not liking the sense of humor. I'm not liking it. That's the one thing I'm not liking. So, Mortal Kombat 2 is coming out. Now, so one of the things was, so for instance, it's like with the Switch 2, like Nintendo has a certain fan base in this and the third, so it's like, it's those ones who are like super fans, it's like, no, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. But you're gonna have people who just support it. So there's that, right? And that's what this Mortal Kombat thing is like. It's like, you do have a certain amount of people who just like, we're just Mortal Kombat fans. Played all the games, with the movies, gear, merch, all that shit, right? Mortal Kombat. So that's one thing, right? But then like, of the movie like actually being good, I don't really understand the plot. So like, it was literally on some Johnny Cage. It's like Raiden and somebody else walks up on Johnny Cage in like a parking garage, and Johnny Cage is like, how do I know this is not his and third? And Raiden's like, so niggas was fucking with the costume get up, but it was like, I don't know. And because he does something with like lightning or whatever, and like to let the nigga know like, nah, I'm really Raiden, like. So there was that, and then they go to like the island or whatever, and I don't understand like how the whole shit about the whatever, but right, I'm not sold, basically is what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm not sold on the whole concept and of the movie and whatnot, how this shit is going. Like, it was the corny humor, it's already like, that shit's gonna fucking blow me. That shit already blew me in the trailer. That shit already just blew me in the trailer. To get over here. I'm not sure, but yes, that is a thing. It did look like, you know, so like, finish him. Even, okay, like that one right there, you hear that in the trailer. Finish him. It it sound like it come muffled behind the mask. Like it ain't giving like how it gives on the video game. It don't sound as good as it do in the video game. But the only thing I will say, it was trying to look like the like with the fatalities, it does show like that was some cool shit. Cause like that's another thing. But like it did look like the dude and like skull coming out the body, like that was cool. Just to make it look like the fatalities that be on the game. But other than that, like I wasn't hyped. Like seeing the trailer didn't make me hype at all. Seeing the trailer didn't make me hype for the new Mortal Kombat. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, and boom, boom, boom. You know how the YouTubers be like. Let me know what y'all think in the comments and your thoughts and opinions. I don't want to hear from the super fans. I don't want to hear that shit. I was not hot. I was not so. I'm not sold on this Mortal Kombat 2. They need to make me the movie director. I tell you what, if I'm the fucking movie director for Mortal Kombat 2, if I gotta write the script and I gotta direct and tell you how this shit, boy, I tell you what, you be like, oh hell, this the best movie guy, bro. I tell you, I'll make a dope ass Mortal Kombat movie, bro. I'll make one. Get over here, Raiden, all that shit, man. All the characters, bro. All the characters. Let me drive. I even picked the right bitches. I'm like, oh yeah, she got a nice body. Just yeah. They're like, can she act? It does not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We can fix that. We can fix that. Bro, but I make sure everybody look right. I make sure everybody look like how they're supposed to look and whatnot. I do it right. Bro, I gotta do it. I gotta do it, bro. Before the movie come out, right? Mortal Kombat 2. Let's go here. So that would be like an actual. So there's things, right? There's things with this whole thing. So let me mm, so those are the only things that I kind of really saw for today. It was the DC Young Fly Rick Ross stuff. It was the Late Show with Colbert. The Late Show's getting canceled, and then the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer. Yeah, the trailer. There were some things that you don't like. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, it was just some shit to like. But other than that, mm yeah, it's some shit that you gonna like. And other than that, it was like regular. Um, but what I was about to say was that would actually be like a good little like challenge or whatever. And so for instance, I'm not even sure. Well, it's two things. Either one, my own rendition of just like what, like, cause it's like already I can tell like I'm not liking it, right? So it's like what, I could say like this. Well, I'm gonna do this. This is how I would do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, or just like even starting with the premise of what they have. It's like we should fix this. This is how we would fix this. Um, like just changing even some of the lines, what's said. Like sometimes that's what the fuck is whatchamacallit, bro. Like if you just change the lines, it would like it's gonna hit a little harder. Some of the like with the voices and the sounds, that's another thing. But that would like be a really good challenge. That would be like I'm gonna make my own version of Mortal Kombat 2. So I don't like this. I'm write my own lines and like as far as like outfits and whatnot. So like this is where it comes down to like this is why I say like there's how different levels of how people approach this shit. Some people do the whole. Some people are just funny. Like they just want to delve into the space, and so they're just like what, I'm gonna put on for Scorpion. I'm gonna put on the SpongeBob because I got yellow. For Sub-Zero, I'm gonna put on an Ice Cube. Like it's people who will go to like that. It's like, well, I don't really got this and that third, but I do have this for some reason, and I'm just gonna use this. Or you get what I'm trying to say? Um, then there's like, then there's like this part of just trying to, what's this shit called? Where you could actually get like costumes. Like you could actually get costumes from or for each one of the characters. Like Raiden, um, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Liu Kang, like all of them, right? Get like costumes and shit for them. And then there is, but then like there's that one part where like you would have to like for the girl ones, you had to get like a woman. And just as an aside, apparently Michael B. Jordan is directing and making a movie or whatever. And like, there's one thing to say, like, for instance, it is kind of interesting or whatever. So how do I say it? Like for me, I I have I have my thing called acting and movie directing, script writing, all this shit. So there's one jam where I made like I'm like, all right, this is what we're gonna do and do this, that, and third. Boom. I put all that shit together. But then there was one. I had basically have like two like movie like type of things. And so like me doing that on my own, but and it's also like somebody who's like richer, who's clearly like an actor or whatever, like making their own stuff, like how they could do it, like the people, the stuff that they have access to and stuff. So Michael B. Jordan is actually apparently he's directing and like he's basically making a movie, but whoever the girl was supposed to be backed out, and it was like, don't you find that suspicious? Don't you find that suspicious? Of course, people in the comments never really know really what's going on. So there was like, he slept with the one girl from she found his shit. I don't give a fuck if he did or didn't. Like, but apparently she's engaged. But whatever. That's the work wife. What the fuck? Yeah, the bitch and the light skinned bitch in Sinners. Boom. Her. Uh, but it was getting to somebody like these are people like just making uh, just random at saying anything. Then somebody was like, it's given. She didn't want to sleep with him, like the other girl did, and this and the third, and she just lost interest or whatever. And then somebody else was like, what the fuck they say? They said, this is what I'm calling it, like, oh yeah, did you also smell his area when he got home, this and the third? Like, it's like, you don't know. You just be saying anything. You just saying anything. No proof, no nothing, no not just saying anything. Y'all get up here and say the darnest things, bro. So that was the thing. That was the thing. Um, and then other than that, um, those are that's the fake news. That's the fake news. Um, but let me move.